Hey everyone, Gen X Man. Here we are, episode 3, Daredevil Born Again. Boy, what an episode. I'm telling you. Yeah, I didn't see it coming, but I wasn't surprised. Oh, by the way, this is just spoilers throughout this whole video, so, if you don't want it spoiled, here be spoilers. Abandon ship. Come back later after you watch it, and definitely go watch it. Before we get into the analysis, one thing that has struck me was that I heard again, Snarky J, her video saying the viewership of Daredevil Born Again is way down, below the Acolyte, below several others, and I was just like, are you kidding? This show is freaking great. I mean, if you were not watching this, you were missing out. And if you know any of your friends who are not watching this, they're missing out. So definitely tell them go check this out. This isn't garbage hype or however you want to call it. This is a legitimate good use of your entertainment time. Definitely a show worth watching. I mean, as far as if we're comparing it to Netflix season one to this, it's pretty close. It's pretty darn close. It's not a show that you'd think, oh, it's coming out Disney Plus. They got to tone it down. They got to tone down the violence, the bloodshed, etc., etc. They do not. That is not a thing that happens. It is it is a spiritual successor to the first one for at least 85, 89%. They're still working their way back to it, but it's really good. But anyway, that being said, episode 3, what the heck happened? I was surprised to just to recap the entire episode. Most of the episode was about the trial of Hector Ayala, White Tiger, and it's a shame. I thought the other episode that I saw says in loving memory. I was just like, oh no, I hope it's not that guy. That guy's so cool. I wanted to see him in his own show, and that's not going to happen for a couple reasons. I mean, bless his heart. He seemed like a really great actor, very interesting character. I had just literally gone too soon, both in the real world, if I understand correctly, and in the show. The tail end of that show, I tell you, the whole time I'm watching this, again, I'm brought back to the initial conundrums I had previously was that the court, I can't figure out whose side the court is on. Like, are they hopelessly corrupt and they're bought off, or are they actually want to see justice done? It depending on the scene, it could be either or. So the court's kind of inconsistent in its motivation, at least seems to be. It's not conveying to me whose side it's on. So it's kind of like this guy just got identity problems or something. The judge I'm talking about. So Matt fought the good fight, bless his heart, and somehow they got to a star witness and they torpedoed the defense. And I said I've worked for attorneys, for a good 15 years or so. So when you have that kind of situation, well, you're sunk, you know. So he swung for the rafters, bless his heart. And oh man, it was such a problematic victory even before that shock of an ending. Was because it's like, okay, on the one hand, you got Ayala off as he should be. He was acquitted. It's all good. But now the whole world knows he's White Tiger. So his family, his friends and family are going to be targeted without a doubt. And I mean, he can't just run out there and be the anonymous superhero saving the day because they're just going to be like, they're not going to say, oh, it's White Tiger. They're going to say, oh, it's Hector Ayala. What's up, Hector? You know, they're going to know who he is, where he lives, everything about him. It's going to be a problem. So, but the show was kind of saying like, well, he can't help it. That's just who he is. And I'm like, I appreciate that. But at the same time, there are going to be problems, and the problems of the mortal variety even before the ending. And then the ending was just it resolved everything, I think. I'm assuming they're not going to go after his friends and family if they've, painted the sidewalk with him. And what's up with the the skulls on the shirts and the tattoos and such. And I don't think that this is sanctioned by Frank Castle. I think this is some kind of weird cult operating in his name, using his imagery for, they believe they're his spiritual successors or something to that effect. So it's going to be interesting, as teased in the the trailers and such. Once he finally gets pulled into the narrative, what is his reaction going to be? And that's assuming he's not in on it. And if he is in on it, what's going on there? So we have that situation. And the other thing was, Lord above, I'm getting frustrated with Matt. He just keeps making these speeches about you don't need the mask and you're happier without the mask. But I mean, it's obviously he's trying to convince himself, and it's just so frustrating because you're just like, dude, it's the whole world is pushing you in a certain direction. You yourself are pushing yourself in a certain direction, and you're like a little kid digging in his heels saying, no, I don't want to put on a suit because I don't want to. I mean, it's just like, come on, dude, just put on the suit. It's obviously, the system's broken. At least that was the whole reason he put on the suit in the first place. It was the whole reason. And putting on the suit, you could argue it got Foggy killed, I guess. But if Murdoch had stayed strictly an attorney and stayed true to his character and he was fighting for the good guy anyway, then he would have painted a target on himself and everyone around him anyway. There's no guarantee Foggy wouldn't have been killed as well. And Karen and everybody else. Well, Karen definitely would have been killed because she wouldn't have had Daredevil to defend her. So she was KIA. And then, Foggy being associated with him, you never know. So it's just there just doesn't seem to be he's Matt is not making a logical decision by refusing to put the suit on. And another thing, the relationship with the psychiatrist is just it's just not working for. I mean, let me know in the comments down below if it's working for you and what's your take on it. I'm eager to hear some other folks' take on it, but I find it to be very dry and she no offense to the actress, I don't know that she was the proper actress for this kind of part. She seems very standoffish, very prickly. She's not. And you would think a psychiatrist is somebody who wants to elicit you to talk to them. You want to, when you're in the room with this person, be like, I want to open up to this person. They just have that way about them. She's not that. So that whole thing, and also, oh yeah, getting on that, I wanted to make that point was that when she and Matt are toasting, pay close attention to her face when they're doing their victory toast. Because the way she's looking, I mean, she's saying the words, but the way she's looking at Matt, I'm like, nah, there's something there. I don't know if she's on the take, gonna take him down at some point, some way, but I definitely got the read that it was like, I don't trust you. You're hiding something. There's something there. Maybe she knows. I mean, he did say that Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk have a history, and she would get the sense that it was bad, it was a little bloody. So maybe she picked up on that, and she's like, "Oh, I'm counseling Wilson Fisk, but I'm dating Matt Murdock. This is awkward." So we'll just have to see how that shakes down. I don't have high hopes for that relationship. I'm sorry, Matt, but there's plenty of other fish in the sea for that guy. Hearing from folks talking about Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, my goodness. Yeah, it's insane. Oh, and another thing, uh, the whole dynamic between Fisk and Vanessa, that is not going to end well. And you can tell it's not going to end well because, again, Fisk is almost as frustrating as Murdoch at this point as a character because they just seem to be moving contrary to their nature and their fate. And they're just digging in their heels and be like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way. And it's not working because with the five families running amok, Vanessa nailed it. They're just going to turn on each other. And when they're done with them, they're going to come after them. Fisk and Vanessa are going to be next. And she knows that. I mean, of course she knows. She ran this organization the entire time Fisk was away and did a great job at it, apparently. And I can definitely appreciate that she is absolutely frustrated with him because he claims he has a plan. He's not sharing that plan. And that's the important thing is that he says the words that he wants Vanessa in his life and he loves her unconditionally and she's the most important thing to him. But at the same time, he's not sharing his plans with her. And it's almost like he's deluding himself because she throws it in the face like, you're just punishing me. You're shutting me out because, I had a thing on the side. And he's like, no, it's not like that. And I'm like, well, are you sure it's not like that, buddy? Because you are shutting her out. You are, you're stonewalling her with this grand plan that you allegedly have. I hope, and that's the other point. I hope it's good. I hope his plan is, he's got a plan, and he's that's why he's hanging on to the straight and narrow. That's why he's doing the mayor thing. But again, we keep cutting to his bloody bruised knuckles, and I'm just like, not buying it. There's something here. There's absolutely something here. That's why I mean I can't wait. I can't wait. What is today? Friday? Something like that. And we got what, 3 4 days till the next episode. And I can't wait. Which is a hallmark of a great show when you can't wait for the next episode. And that is Daredevil Born Again is a great show. Watch it. Get all your friends to watch it. I feel bad. I know Disney Plus has, or Disney in general, have shot themselves in the foot time and time again. They've ruined trust. They've hurt themselves, but this is something worth watching. This is something worth tuning in for and being like, yeah, this is good stuff. But I wanted to get that all out while it was still fresh in my mind. It was beautiful today. I hope you all got out, got some sunshine, got some fresh air. There is nothing better for the constitution and the demeanor and the psyche. You get out there and blow the stink off. So I hope you all had a great day. And I hope I entertained you with this video. If I did, please give me a like. Every like helps out the channel immensely. If you want to see more of me just jabbering on about geek stuff, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to let you know when I post something new, which is fairly frequent. Check back to the channel. All of you who have subscribed and stopped by and viewed and clicked on the like and everything, thank you so much. That is just, it's my first month here on YouTube, and you all have made it just amazing, and I'm loving it. Thank you so much. But I will see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one.